Broadcasting live from somewhere in the Shadow Realm, this is YuGiOh Duel Links Talk. Here's your host, Doug Dimmaduel.
Hey there, and welcome to another episode of YuGiOh Duel Links Talk. Well, there's a whole lot of good stuff going on here, and I do want to touch on a few topics, but today we're mostly going to be going over the Electric Overload Pack. But first, let's do a little bit of news. There's a sale that's going on that's included for a limited time from July 31st through August 7th, where you get you buy some packs, you get some ultra rares, and then by the time you reach that fifth string, you get 36 packs plus a super rare plus an ultra rare. So take advantage of the sale if you're one to end up purchasing cards within the game. These are those types of sales that, in my opinion, are well worth it just for the guaranteed super rare. Of course, the packs are always a nice thing as well. So let's take a look at the new box that we got here, Electric Overload. It just came out today on July 31st, and it's got some pretty good cards in the pack, and what I want to do is go over some of the ultra rares, maybe touch upon some of the super rares if we got time, but let's check out the ultra rares. First, we got YuGiOh, King of a Higher Plane. It's a level 8 fairy ritual, 3,300 attack, 3,000 defense. This card can only be ritual summoned with the ritual spell card YuGiOh's Arc. You must also tribute monsters whose total levels equal 8 or more from the field or your hand. When this card destroys a defense position monster and sends it to the graveyard as a result of battle, inflict damage to your opponent's life points equal to the original attack of the destroyed monster. So, yeah, this card is awesome. It's a 3,000 beater first off, but also, if your opponent is playing on the defensive, you at least still burn them for the damage related to that monster's attack power, so it's still a really, really good card. Next, we have the Creator. It's a level 8 Thunder monster, 2,300 attack, 3,000 defense. It cannot be special summoned from the graveyard. Once per turn, you can target one monster in your graveyard, send one card from your hand to the graveyard, and if you do, special summon that target. So, yeah, this card is awesome if you're running a type of deck where you're putting a lot of powerful monsters into the graveyard. One thing that I could, think of off the top of my head is just using Dark Flare Dragon, running this even in a dragon deck, which wouldn't be too bad. But sending, the obvious choice is always the zombie deck, but I'm just going a little more creative here. But sending monsters to your graveyard using a Dark Flare Dragon, then eventually tribute summoning to get the Creator out onto the field. Heck, even taking a gamble and using your 3-star demotion. I know it's a pretty high hit, but getting the Creator out onto the field that way, and then start sending out monsters out of your graveyard that you want to play on the field. And yeah, you get some really good combos going that way. I know there's better combos, but that's just one that I thought of off the top of my head. Then you have Angmar, the Fiendish Monarch, a level 6 Fiend, 2,400 attack, 1,000 defense. When this card is tribute summoned, you can banish one spell card from your graveyard. Add one card with the same name as the banished spell card from your deck to your hand. So this is another good way that, if you're not going to need that card in the graveyard, you banish it, and you're able to at least get a +1 using that effect from having just that extra spell card in your hand, whether or not you're going to use it. One example I could think of is possibly even comboing this out with Polymerization. If you've already fusion summoned a monster and you have Polymerization in the graveyard later in the duel, bring out Angmar, the Fiendish Monarch, and then you'd be able to search out another Polymerization for potential fusion play later on. Now, if that's the kind of thing you want to do, obviously this will work well with many, many spell cards. Just thinking of I'm just thinking Super Rush Headlong, something like that, where if you're going to run multiple copies of that card, or just a spell card that you know you're going to be running multiple copies of, this card is just great to search things out, and I know we're going to see a resurgence of Monarch decks, hopefully moving forward, even as they introduce more of the Monarch pieces. So very, very powerful deck when you got a lot of the pieces that you need, so yeah, just keep an eye out for that. That's going to be on my radar for future meta. Then you have Chiron the Mage, level 4 Beast Warrior, 1,800 attack, 1,000 defense. Once per turn, you can discard one spell card, then target one spell trap card your opponent controls, and destroy that target. So, really good effect built in. It's just another way to start clearing back row. We always need more of those types of cards. Then you have another ultra rare here, Thunder Nyan. It's a level 4 Thunder, 1,900 attack, 800 defense. If there is a non-light monster on your side of the field, destroy this face-up card. So it's a pretty bad requirement, though. Just, I know it's a really, really good attack, but you're going to need only light type monsters, so it kind of limits this card's potential. But still, a 1900 attack, level 4 monster if you're running a light deck. Just overall, a really good option to have. Then you have Heavy Mech Support Armor, level 3, Machine Union, 500 attack, 500 defense. If this card is normal summoned, you can target one Union monster in your graveyard and special summon it. Once per turn, you can either target one machine type monster you control, equip this card to that target, or unequip this card and special summon it. Your opponent cannot target a monster equipped with this card with card effects. Also, if the equipped monster would be destroyed by battle or card effect, destroy this card instead. So, this is just an absolutely awesome support card for any of your Union type decks that you're going to run, specifically machines. We're getting some good support now. So, yeah, Heavy Mech Support Armor is just an awesome card. Then you have Mecha Phantom Beast Hamstrat. It's a level 3 machine, 1100 attack, 1600 defense. When this card is flipped face up, special summon 2 Mecha Phantom Beast tokens, machine type, wind, level 3 attack 0, defense 0. This card's level is increased by the total levels of all Mecha Phantom Beast tokens you control. While you control a token, this card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. You contribute one token, then target one Mecha Phantom Beast monster in the graveyard, special summon that target, and you can only use this effect of Mecha Phantom Beast Hamstrat once per turn. So it does have a really nice effect in which it stays afloat on the field, especially because you have the tokens. So you're basically able to keep it out on the field to hopefully run some better combo plays too. Mecha Phantom Beast Hamstrat is an excellent card for machine decks as well, so you may see a lot of use out of it. Then you have Treeborn Frog, a card that a lot of people are excited about. It's a level 1 water, aqua, 100 attack, 100 defense. Once per turn during your standby phase, if this card is in your graveyard and you do not control Treeborn Frog, you can special summon this card. You must control no spell or trap cards to activate and to resolve this effect. So, for decks that don't rely heavily on a back row, Treeborn Frog is just an absolute beast of a card to use. This is the card that people are already planning on pairing up with Monarchs, so they have a tribute monster available. So yeah, Frog Monarchs, that's going to be just an awesome set of just an awesome set of cards for you to really just start dominating your opponents. So Treeborn Frog, that's one that I know is going to be one of the more sought after cards out of this box set. So this is the one that you really want. Then you have XYZ Dragon Cannon. It is a level 8 machine fusion, 2800 attack, 2600 defense. It requires X Head Cannon, Y Dragon Head, and Z Metal Tank. Must first be special summoned from your extra deck by banishing the above cards you control. You do not use polymerization. Cannot be special summoned from the graveyard. You can discard one card, then target one card your opponent controls, and destroy that target. So that secondary effect is awesome, especially especially if you want to get some more cards into the graveyard too. Discard and then choosing any target that your opponent controls. So it's not just limiting it to monsters, or it's not just limiting it to spell or traps. It really just gets you going and destroying targets. So XYZ Dragon Cannon, really good ultra rare. Then you have Ninjutsu Art of Transformation, a continuous trap card. Activate this card by tributing one face-up ninja monster. Special summon one beast, winged beast, or insect-type monster from your hand or deck whose level is less than or equal to level of the tributed monster had on the field +3. When this card leaves the field, destroy that monster. So this is just a really good way of getting out a beast or winged beast or any insect-type monster. So yeah, it's just, especially giving you that extra leeway to have a +3 on top of whatever the level was of that monster. So yeah, having some more ninja support is going to be awesome. Having Ninjutsu Art of Transformation is definitely a card that you're going to want if you're going to be building a ninja deck. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the ultra rares. A lot of really good pieces. You're going to have a lot of potential to build some outstanding solid decks. So what I recommend is, if you are somebody who's got a little bit of cash lying around, who's in the market to buy a few packs, now is the time because of the sale. I don't normally recommend people purchasing packs if there is no sale going on. But yeah, this one is going to be good. Especially you could get yourself if you buy enough packs, you get yourself a guaranteed ultra rare. So maybe you can get that extra Treeborn Frog or XYZ. So yeah, hopefully things work out. But anyway, that's it for today's episode. Really appreciate you guys tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Take care.